Hello, good morning, all of you. For the partial fulfillment of refresher course on digital pedagogy and e-content development, today I am going to deliver a lecture on the topic Kant's Transcendental Ideas and Overview. I am Bimal Banerjee, Assistant Professor of Department of Philosophy, running in Girls College, Paschim Bardhaman, West Bengal. Today, I express my view about Kant Transcendental Ideas. Transcendental Ideas is a philosophical system founded of German philosopher Immanuel Kant. In the 18th century, Kant's epistemological program is found throughout his Critique of Purism, which is published 1781. By transcendental, a term that deserves spatially classification. Kant means that his philosophical approach to knowledge transcended mere consideration of sense evidence and required an understanding of the mind's innate modes of processing that sensor evidence. Explored the profound insights of Immanuel Kant, a pivotal figure in Western philosophy. His critique of purism unraveled the mysteries of human knowledge, introduced transcendental ideas that shape our understanding of reality and the very limits of what we can know. There is two types of transcendental ideas which is Kant explore in his philosophy. Appearance and another thing in themselves. Appearance, objects we perceive them, shaped by our mind's structure. These are the only aspects of reality accessible to us, mind dependent and phenomenal. Appearance, two types of appearance, space and time. Not external realities, but fundamental forms of our intuition, inherent structure through which we experienced the world, making the mind dependent. And another things in themselves, objects as they exist independently, which is beyond the experience of our perception. Kant argue these are unknowable of human experience, representing a novel reality beyond our cognitive grasp. That means it's a our beyond our experience. At first, Kant explained about appearance. All our knowledge begins with experience. And he said that our all knowledge is like a appearance, but only scientific knowledge is a knowledge. Space and time, every knowledge begins experience to about two forms, space and time, as a transcendental form. There means transcendental form, there is two types of transcendental forms, one space and another time. Kant posited that space and time are not properties of objects or external realities, but a priori intuition, innate structure of our mind that organize sensory experience. They are the spectacles through which we view the world. These perspectives, dramatical, contrast with Iraq Newton's about absolutely space and time, which was seen as independent, objective framework. For Kant, space and time are transcendentally ideal, yet empirical real. System of transcendental ideas. Demand for unity, beyond experience, regularity principle, and soul, world, and God. Demand of unity, transcendental ideas emerge from reason, innate drive to achieve completeness and systematic unity of university. And another, beyond experience. These are a priori concepts, meaning they organize purely from reason, and transcendental, any empirical observation or experience. Third, regularity principle, which means they function as a guiding principle for inquiry, helping us organize knowledge and push the boundaries of understanding without providing direct knowledge of object. And soul and world, what is that? Now, primary transcendental ideas include the concept of the soul, the world as a totality, and God representing conversation, explanation for existence. Three classes of transcendental ideas. One, psychological idea. Two, cosmological idea. And three, teleological idea. Psychological idea, what is psychological idea? The idea of the soul as a simple, enduring, and immaterial substance. Reason posits this unity to explain our innate experience. Cosmological ideas, that the world as a complete totality, whether infinite or finite, divisible or simple. Reason seeks a complete series of causal and effects. Teleological ideas, the idea of God as a ultimate, supremely perfect and necessary belong. The concept serve as the ultimate ground for all existence and order. There are three ideas are fundamentally to human thought, but are not derived from or probable by empirical experience. They serve as a necessary concepts for reason to function. Reason and the unconditioned. Quest for unconditioned, representing totality and transcendental illusion. Quest for unconditioned, reason inherently seeks the unconditioned, a complete explanation or foundation that requires no further condition. Representing totality, that is mean transcendental ideas embody this desire for an unconditioned totality, such as first cause or ultimate purpose. And third, transcendental illusion. Illusion, what is illusion? Illusion means just like a one type of which is there is no, but I imagine. So that is a one type of illusion, transcendental illusion, when these ideas are mistakenly treated as an object of knowledge or as constitutive principle. They leads to logical fallacies or transcendental illusion. Kant's critical philosophy warned against the natural human tendency to overstep the boundaries of possible experience, urging us to recognize the regulative, not constitutive, the role of these ideas. Interpretation and contravention. Kant's transcendental illusion has a spatial exhibition philosophical debate with scholars overthinking the diverse interpretation and critique. Key controversial option resolves there is the phenomenologism by transcendental idealism, status of things in themselves, and regulative and constitutive role. Conclusion. Significance of the Kant's transcendental idealism, epistemological shift, limitation of cognition, philosophical influence, and knowledge versus belief. Epistemological shift marked a revolutionary turn in understanding knowledge and reality, shifted focus from object to the knowing subject. Limits of cognition. What is limits of cognition? They clearly define the boundaries of human understanding, highlighting what can and cannot be known through reason and experience. Philosophical influence. What is philosophical influence? Profoundly influenced subsequent philosophical movement, including German idealism, Fichte and schooling Hegel, and phenomenology. And knowledge as belief encouraged a crucial distinction between what we can know through empirical means and what can only be matter of rational belief, that faith. So, my dear student, that is a very important topic about Kant's transcendental idealism. So, read and explore your own ideas. Thank you again.